Hello, welcome incoming dental students. I am pleased to offer this presentation on financial aid availability at Virginia Commonwealth University School of Dentistry. My name is Karen Gilliam. The scope of this presentation, we will look at the types of financial aid available, the sources of financial aid available, merit versus need-based aid, credit reports, a determination of your eligibility as determined by the free application for federal student aid, known as the FAFSA, financial aid availability, graduate and professional loan limits, and college cost. The types of financial aid available are grants, which do not have to be paid back, scholarships, additionally, do not have to be paid back, loans, which have terms and conditions and will need to be repaid, and back highlighted is employment. There will be limited employment opportunities available. Sources of financial aid. You can receive financial aid from the federal government, state programs, institutional funds, and any outside agency. Merit versus need-based aid. Merit-based aid would consist of academics, talent, athletics, or any other type of talent that you may. Need-based aid consists of financial considerations, which is determined by the FAFSA. The expected family contribution is provided to schools, and this is what we use to make the determination of your need-based aid. Requesting a credit report. I highly recommend that all students request a copy of your credit report. If you were to contact each of these agencies individually, they could charge you anywhere from $25 to $30 for the reports. If you have been denied credit, you can obtain a credit report from any of these agencies free of charge. Now, the federal government has now afforded to all students the opportunity to receive a free federal report by going to www.annualcreditreport.com. This will give you a summary from all three of the major credit reporting agencies at no charge to you. This is a soft hit. There is no credit card required, and it will give you a summary of everything that you have borrowed, and it will also show anything that's 30, 60, 90 days past due. Credit Karma will also allow you to obtain a copy of your credit report. Credit Karma will also give you your credit score free of charge. The free application for federal student aid, which is known as the FAFSA. You must complete the FAFSA each year if you are interested in applying for federal student loans. Now, the FAFSA will determine what type and how much federal and state aids will be allocated to each student. Financial availability. As a dental student, you would be eligible after completing the FAFSA for an unsubsidized loan at an interest rate of 5.31%. The unsubsidized loans have a 1.69% origination fee. The origination fee is the fee that the federal government takes off top before the funds are sent here to the school. The origination fee is an administrative fee that goes directly to the federal government. You will also have the opportunity to borrow additional loan funds with a Graduate Plus loan. The Graduate Plus loan interest rate is currently at 6.31%. There is a 4.276% origination fee that comes out of the Graduate Plus loans. A credit check will be performed for all Graduate Plus loans. The credit check will look for any debt that a student have that's more than 90 days past due. Typically, if you have any debt that's less than 90 days past due, the Graduate Plus loan will be approved. Next, we have private and alternative loans. These loans are offered at a variable or fixed rate, and they are based on your credit. Financial availability in the form of scholarships and grants. We do offer an admission scholarship, and through the admission process, several students will be selected for scholarships. These scholarships can range anywhere from $1,000 to $10,000 per year, or up to a 4-year period. Merit scholarships are awarded yearly to our returning students, and it is based on your grade point average. Now, as a incoming first-year dental student, you will not see the benefits from the merit scholarships until you're in your second year, because these scholarships require how you perform as a dental student. So we will be collecting your grade point averages as a D1 student, and you will begin to see these scholarships as you enter into your D2, 3, and 4 year. These scholarships range anywhere from $2,000 to approximately $10,000 per student. Next, we have the Virginia Rural Dental Scholarship. This is provided by the Virginia Department of Health to students with financial need. Typically, 2 scholarships are offered annually, and it usually covers tuition and fees. You can see that this is back highlighted simply because for the past 4 years, the Virginia Rural Dental Scholarship has not been funded. We will take a look at this once our General Assembly comes into session to see if it will be funded. If it is funded for the upcoming 2017-2018 year, you will be notified and scholarship forms will be available for you to apply. The National Health Service Corps. This is a governmental program. It pays tuition, fees, and it also offers a stipend. The stipend typically is anywhere between $2,400 to $2,600 per student. The student would agree to work in a low income area anywhere in the United States. Now, I have given a website address here. Please be aware that you can take a look at this website, but it will be a bird's eye view. Simply because the areas that you're viewing now may not be there when you are a 4th year dental student. Therefore, you can take a look at the website, get a pretty good idea as to areas in which the government consider to be low income, and you can plan ahead as to what areas you may want to work. The Scholarship for Disadvantaged Students, our SDS program. This program is offered to students who complete an application at the beginning of the year for the health profession student loan. If your parent income falls within poverty ranges, we will automatically award for this scholarship for disadvantaged students, pending funding from the federal government. Lastly, we have in-house dental scholarships. You may apply for these scholarships or you may be selected. I have given the website address here. You can take a look at scholarships that are offered. Please note that this is an in-house program. Our in-house program put their feet to the pavement. Our advancement department, they are out finding scholarships for our dental students. These scholarships range anywhere from $500 to $10,000 per student. Military scholarships. The Army, Air Force, and Navy provides up to 4 years of paid tuition and fees, books and supplies allowances for any student that is enrolled. Additionally, a stipend in the amount of approximately $2,200 per month is provided to students in exchange for military service after graduation. Normally, the recipients receive 1 year on active duty for each year of the scholarship, with a minimum of 3 years. Students are strongly encouraged to contact the recruiters regarding the specifics of the program. Currently, we have the U.S. Army Medical Recruiting Station, the Air Force Recruiting Office, Virginia Air National Guard, and the Navy District in Richmond. School charges. School charges consist of direct charges, which are charges that are due to the university at the start of each semester. These charges will be deducted from any source of financial aid disbursement prior to a refund being issued to any student. The indirect charges are charges that will or may occur. These charges are included in your budget for the academic year, and these charges can be paid with using your financial aid refund. Additionally, study abroad costs, dependent care expenses, disability related expenses, and any type of cooperative education program costs can be included within the school charges. The cost of attendance, which is also known as the budget. Here I have listed the budget for both in-state and out-of-state students. In blue is for in-state Virginia residents. The gray is for non-Virginia residents. More importantly, if you look down this first year D1 column, everything is listed here. These are all charges for our dental students entering the program in the D1 year. At the very bottom, you will see the cost of attendance. In-state, cost of attendance, out-of-state. Now I know looking at that chart is pretty cumbersome. So what I've done, I've broken everything down into categories. The total direct charges, remember, are the charges that are due at the start of each semester. These are typically your tuition and your mandatory fees for D1 student, in-state, D1 out-of-state. Then we're looking at our required charges. Our required charges would be our medical insurance, our books, and our supplies. These things are required in order for you to be successful. You will receive a financial aid refund in order to take care of these charges. Your additional charges would be your indirect charges, and this is how you control the budget. When you put all of those charges together, you have the cost of attendance. And this is the amount that you can borrow each year. Please note that the total cost of attendance, all aid that comes into the university goes against this cost of attendance. And once you meet your cost of attendance, that is the maximum amount of aid that you can receive for the school year. The maximum that a dental student can receive in the federal student loan program is $224,000. I have given you on this chart the aggregate total loan limits for each category for dependent undergraduate students, for independent students, for graduate, and then for professional students, which would consist of our dental, medical, and our pharmacy students. Residency. The one question that I receive all of the time is, can I become a Virginia resident, or can I switch from non-Virginia resident to a residency status? Residency is determined by the admissions department. You must complete at least 1 year as a non-Virginia resident before you can submit an appeal for residency. Once you submit the appeal for residency in the state of Virginia, you must show that you will be domiciled in the state of Virginia upon graduation. Domicile simply means that you will live, work, and have your practice here in the state of Virginia. And if you can show that, then you can be switched from out-of-state to in-state rates. How much does that latte really cost? This is one of my favorite pieces. In working with students, I like to show students that there is a difference between borrowed funds and earned funds. And I will take the example of a student that's 4 years in school, and I've given you several examples here, 2, 3, and 4. The dentistry program is a 4-year program, so we'll take a look at 4 years in school. The daily cost of a cup of coffee, $3. Typically, you're here 5 days a week. Sometimes you may be here longer. The cost per week, $15. Looking at $3 a cup. It could be more if you like the specialty coffees. The number of weeks per year is 52. So we're looking at the total cost of $780 for the academic year. Now, once we calculate this, the total cost of principal for all the years that you're in school in a 4-year program would be $3,120. The annual interest rate, I did 6.8%, which is the cap. This is the maximum that you would be charged at this interest rate for the unsubsidized loan. A repayment term of 120 months, and you're looking at a monthly payment of about $42 a month. The total interest that you will pay will be $1,958. So the real cost, which is the principal and interest that you will pay for that 1 cup of coffee each day that you're in dental school, is $5,078. So please be aware that there is a difference between earned funds and borrowed funds. Borrowed funds come with an interest rate, and these loans must be repaid. So once you are given your financial aid refund, please make sure that you use these refunds towards any educational related expense. And please spend wisely. We do not monitor, we do not police your refunds. However, we do encourage you to please make sure that you are using it towards an educationally related expense. Helpful websites. VCU School of Dentistry. This will give you information regarding the dental programs at Virginia Commonwealth University. VCU Financial Aid. This is information regarding financial aid programs available at Virginia Commonwealth University. Everything that I've stated in this presentation can be found at that website. The FAFSA, which is the free application for federal student aid. VCU school code is 003735. Please note there is not a different code for the School of Dentistry. We are all under Virginia Commonwealth University. Your application will be routed to the dental school via your admissions application. Student loans, which is studentloans.gov, is the website to complete the master promissory note, your entrance counseling, your graduate plus promissory note, and all federal student loan counseling under the student loan umbrella. The National Student Loan Database Service, nslds.ed.gov, is the website to locate all federal loans that you have borrowed. Additionally, if you are not sure who your lender may be, where your loans are at this point, please log on to www.nslds.ed.gov. It will show everything that you have ever borrowed pertaining to a federal student loan. More importantly, it would allow you to print off your deferment form and bring into the school so that all of your past loans will go into a deferred status where no payment will be due until you complete your dental program. Awareness. The Federal Trade Commission cautions students to look and listen for these telltale lines. If you receive any type of correspondence from the mail, internet, newspapers, magazines, over the phones, etc., please be careful as the origin of this information. Some companies are now beginning to target students and request information from you that is not used by any financial aid office, nor is it used for a purpose of assisting you. So if you hear quotes like, "the scholarship is guaranteed or your money back," beware. You can't get this information anywhere else. Beware. Please note also, you should get the same information from any financial aid office regardless of what state that you're in. "I just need your credit card or bank account number to hold this scholarship." Beware. Scholarships do not ask for your bank account, nor do they ask for credit card numbers. "We'll do all the work." Be careful. Most cases you should be completing a scholarship application. The scholarship will cost some money. Again, that's a target. Beware of those type of statements. And then you've been selected by a national foundation to receive a scholarship, or you may hear you're a finalist in a contest that you never entered. So if you've never entered a scholarship, if you've never applied for this national foundation, please do not respond. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact me. I will respond to all questions. My email address is kdgillia@vcu.edu. Again, that is K as in kite, D as in dentistry, G as in girl, I as in igloo, L as in love, L as in love, I as in igloo, A as in apple, at vcu.edu.